Hello and welcome to the DFS_PhD show for today, the 11th of November. Remember, you're good enough, you're strong enough, and gosh darn it, someone's got to win that money. Probably. I didn't do great on the main slate yesterday. We can go back a few days and look at one NBA thing or something, but come on, let's get past that part of the show. Um, we have our same sponsor as always, but I'm thinking about what to do next. So sound off in the comments. Would you rather I do like a selling pick service like I already do, like these picks I'm showing today, a little sneak preview of the show today. Davis Allen. That's the show today. But or would you rather like I sell stakes in like because I don't play that much, and so I could instead play more, and you guys like we do an equity thing. There's a website called Stake King. So just whichever of those two things interests you more, let me know in the comments. All right, so on to today's slate. I have basketball, football, and uh basketball. So we'll do football first because it's kind of I just got one thing to say. I'll say it at the top. And the thing is, there is a new tight end in town. Like I was looking through this, and let me just go back to my new content. Yeah, last week's snap counts. I mean, I saw it live too. Colby Parkinson, no targets. Davis Allen, 3 targets, and became the tight end one. He was playing the entire second half. I found a Rams beat writer who was like, have to wait for the snap counts, but it sure seemed like Colby Parkinson got benched and subsequently was healthy at practice, not injured, not not injured. So Colby Parkinson, like if you look at these snap counts, he's not tight end one anymore. Davis Allen, tight end one. So if you can bet that today, congratulations. You live in a legal betting state. Unfortunately, I can only bet whatever touchdown weird prop I had to bet, along with unders, alt unders on Colby Parkinson. He might see a target. That's the kind of guy he is as a backup tight end today. And people are not seeing that. I thought we ought to run the contest sim, but it's pretty obvious what we're going to do, right? I mean, it's not. I am going to play a lot of Davis Allen. I'm going to play a lot of Davis Allen. That's it. You can run a rule if you want, but I don't think it's a rule thing. I think it's just the new thing. So I'm going to run a lot of Davis Allen and we'll lose money on it if I need to, but I think it's going to start. I think it's not going to be listed as start. There's going to be no news about it because nobody's asked questions. Like I looked it up. No underdog going to talk about Colby Parkinson. Like who cares? But if you get a somewhat competent like tight end with Matthew Stafford, have you seen what he does with those before? He can take it all the way to the moon. And have you looked at the price tag on this fellow, Davis Allen? It's the minimum. It's the minimum. The starting tight ends price tag for the Rams is the minimum. And he is 4% owned. I don't think the industry got this news, and that's fine with me. I mean, we'll find out what percentage of the industry watches the show because it's absurd. 0.01% captain for the best play on the slate. Great. Okay. I'll take it. I'm taking some. You'll see my salary range today. I want to get different. So let me make sure I'm getting different here. Like if with that salary range, you don't need additional double checks. Whenever your range is leaving at least 2K on the table, don't need to keep filtering out based on like what's the geometric mean of the ownership. Because I tell you what, the geometric mean is nobody left $2,000 on the table. So don't worry about it. All right, so I'm leaving a ton of money on the table because my entire slate is the Davis Allen play. If it doesn't pan out, I lose all the money, and I know it, and that's it. And I mean, like we might, all right. One other big piece of news: Tyreek Hill, a true game time decision. We've seen it a zillion times he's going to play, but let's humor him. Let's pretend. What if Tyreek is out? If Tyreek's out, number one, Jalen Waddle's still there, but really. Who does take that upside? Because it's not really Waddle. Waddle's not really running the same routes. OBJ, that would be hilarious. Or Craycraft. Now, Craycraft, if he gets ruled in, what is the Dolphins depth chart? I think, oh, yeah, because I don't know. Where is he listed? Offense, wide receiver, OBJ, Eskridge. So, 'Eskridge. 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 ' Craycraft, not on the team right now, is where he's listed. Let's check one other, check ESPN. Okay. So we got Waddle and then Eskridge behind him. And then behind Tyreek is Malik Washington in that role. And then, I mean, probably you see OBJ move into it or Craycraft if he comes back from IR. Um, and if Craycraft comes back from IR, possibly into, I mean, 50-50 wide receiver one role, or like he's running the same routes that Tyreek was running because it's not, I mean, these aren't great options. None of these guys is Tyreek, right? I mean, uh, where's Malik Washington actually? I at 2000 could do worse. Could do worse than I think that's probably where I will go with this play. He's the direct substitute in the routes that like their official like wide receiver tree. And yeah, I just OBJ is old and like I don't think he can actually do the routes anymore. So I don't know. That price wise, it's a coin flip, but ownership wise, half as many. Oh, way more than half. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely Craig. It's Malik Washington in tournaments. Even with Craycraft, I had a really good breakfast burrito. I'm just thinking about is the cause of that laughter. Okay. Let's see. That's it. I'm just doing the one thing. Um, don't know why Tyreek's not clicked here. Don't know what's going on there. Obviously, play Tyreek if he's in. Oh, I was doing a demonstration about what if Tyreek's out. That's fine. Okay. That's all I'll think about for football. Play Davis Allen. Oh, right. I guess did I fade appropriately the other guy, Parkinson? Because it's a play call. It's a yeah. I think I completely unclicked Parkinson, and you can play a little smidge of the other guy, Long, because like Long might be the backup, but for me, completely unplayable at 13% Colby Parkinson. Um, I would much rather play Hunter Long at 2% owned because Hunter Long is not in the doghouse. Like he's just out there. So I don't want people who are in the doghouse when they got like no upside anyway. So that's definitely not what we're doing. All right, now on to basketball slate. We are seeing this for the first time along with you. Oh, thought I had contest in. Oh, Van Vliet. Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. Fred Van Vliet ruled out. Hold on. Double check that I got all the news for the basketball slate because it's been like half an hour since I started doing this, and apparently it's a whole thing now. Fred, apparently it's been an hour. So Fred Van Vliet ruled out. Bob questionable. Jalen Smith now questionable. I am assuming Jalen Smith is out. He is probably sick. Malik Monk already out. Okay. Alsar back. Great. I mean, not all the way back yet, but you'll love to see it. Now questionable DFS. So let me find now questionable DFS. So Van Vliet out, not there. Now questionable Dorian Finney-Smith. So that's kind of really huge news. He's soaking up minutes, right? Dorian Finney-Smith. So he's soaking up 29 minutes at absolutely low, zero usage. Okay. So today the rules I have on, I'll just start there. You know what? Let me rerun it because it's obviously different now. And because with Van Vliet out, a bunch of guys look different that, Reed Sheppard, yeah, the play of the slate. Probably include the best play on the slate in your when you're doing your lineups. That's a pro tip. Do not forget to leave in your pool the guys who are the best play on the slate. It is true. With Fred Van Vliet out, Reed Sheppard possibly starting, best play on the slate. Don't get cute. Just play him. But yeah, let me make sure that I'm not getting cute by not playing him. And that's why, hey, you're never too good for new news, guys. When the new news comes, show over, like the previous show in the trash. Like that's fine. This show, I'm glad you like. Thank you for joining us, by the way. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when all of our new stuff goes live. Because I don't know how I'm seeing you. Sometimes I forget to post on the Discord, or I forget to post on Twitter, or I forget to post wherever. So yeah, please do. Yeah, thank you for coming so much to the show and listening to the talking. today. But this show is filmed right after shoot around, right? There's more news later, and the later news more important. The latest news is the most important news, right? Because the least people will act on it, it gives you the most edge. So even when it doesn't pan out and you get somebody's a spot starter and oh no, I lose all the money because I have a zero. I did the other day, literally yesterday, two days ago. I didn't play it all on Sunday. But there was just some great swap. Nobody was on with Tillman. Tillman, right? Remember there was Tillman a few days ago where I lost all my money. All my good lineups had Tillman in them because he was a great play at no ownership and played 6 minutes and then a little bit of PTSD on the Tillman play. A little bit of PTSD on the Tillman play. But let's go ahead and make sure in the FanDuel lineups that we have Reed Sheppard in the pool because he's good. Why is Steven Adams back? This is annoying. I would rather just play Şengün like I wanted to play Şengün. Now it's a blowout minutes concern. I've got this extra mouth to feed with Steven Adams coming back, taking up minutes. I don't know what to do. All right, so let me tell you about my rules. I'll go back over to the DraftKings side, run it. Nice contests everywhere today. They did a good job. Not sometimes they have been really hurting all of the non-football contests on football days. And I think they did a better job of kind of weighing that today. Like they got some good basketball competitions still. The 50 cent was fine, the dollar was fine. Did I do anything else? I don't think I did. I think I just did the 50 cent and the dollar so far for basketball. Guess I can check. Yep. Just doing the 50 cent and the dollar so far today. Didn't like the $4 structure. They did kind of kill the $4, I guess. But that's fine. I went over to FanDuel, played $3. Bada bing. Okie dokie. So, exposures. Reed Sheppard, you jam him. Brandon Ingram, you jam him. That's still true. Don't understand why people aren't jamming him. Tari Eason, I don't know. That seems thin for the amount of jamming we're doing. I guess, okay, it's a game script thing. Houston is expected to blow the doors off of Washington. When they blow the doors off of team, there's a guy they like to leave out there to blow the doors off the team. It's Tari Eason. I'm fine with that. He's still really underpriced for if you're going to give him 25 minutes or whatever, 30 minutes or something in a smash. He could just really blow the doors off. Nick Claxton still being underprojected for his role. The role's still coming up, like growing. Now the one concern with Claxton is they might go small ball. Not so sure, like against Zionless Pelicans. They're Zionless, yeah. So I don't know. I have JRE a little boosted, but you can't get to too much JRE because he's JRE. Okay, Jalen Williams, obviously smash case. Donovan Mitchell smash case available. Probably need more. What's going on? Why do I not have more Donovan Mitchell? Why is he not projected for more? These are all dumb. I don't know what's going on. These should all be projected for more. But why do I have to do this? Why? Okay, Cavs. Donovan Mitchell stats. These are all just wrong minutes by a bunch. 35, 35. Evan Mobley stats. These are like 35, 32. Okay, Mobley's maybe not getting the minutes, but 35 for sure for Mitchell in a competitive game. That's an additional 2 minutes. He's more than a point per minute guy, so we got a 44, 45. I think more like a 45 and a good game from him. Darius Garland, a great play. Don't know what's going on. What were his minutes? He's got to be like 38 too in a competitive game. I mean, like maybe they've lowered them out. Is that maybe? I don't know. Darius Garland stats. We're just not giving them enough minutes. 30, 32. Nah, okay. All right, all right. Garland, they have a point. But Mitchell's playing more minutes, and we even get no, that's 5 minutes for Mobley. Really wish we could give them more minutes, but they're just not seeing the minutes to justify it. But Donovan Mitchell, yes, we're jamming Donovan Mitchell. We're jamming him all the way to probably 50%. Fine with that. I think Chicago is the highest paced team, right? So that's the reason you do it this way. And nevertheless, I have 0% Donovan Mitchell. No, definitely don't feel comfortable with that. Minimum 10% today. Donovan Mitchell. Do not want to be caught pants down on that against the highest total guy. Could be that big slate for him. Zubac's I'm not nerfing him. 2% Zubac's today is nuts. And you know what? Guaranteeing myself 10% Zubac's, but don't want more. You know what? 5 to 10. If we're 5 to 15, because I don't really believe 2%, but he's a weird play today. They don't have a big guy, right? Like so the question with all right, what are my rules? Question with Oklahoma City is what do they do? I assume they're playing JRE. How much JRE did I put? Like 15%. I don't know the amount I assume they play JRE. It's more than anybody wants them to play JRE. I'll tell you that much. 35%. That's the amount I think they play JRE. The rest, two-thirds of a chance they go small. And if they go in those two-thirds of a chance they go small, you're completely dead if you play. I mean, they might just force Zubats down their throats. That's like kind of what they've seemed to want to do. Who else would you play? They're not that deep of a team either. So I don't know exactly, what direction to go there. Oh, I had rules. I was talking about rules for the third time I've introduced it. Vooch foul trouble today is an interesting rule because Jalen Smith is a downgrade. So this is now a new rule where Buzelis or Phillips takes the minutes. And I don't know who it's going to be, but either way, that's going to be a fun play on the slate. Getting a little too cute now that we're getting other value opening up, but it's all these games are at the same time. We'll have all the information at lock anyway. And I think if I remember correctly, those guys are really unowned. Yeah. 0.5% Julian Phillips, 0.3% Booz Ellis. Why am I saying these guys' names at all? Well, have a look. Uh, you may not have heard their names if you are new to bet. If you're not watching every single minute of every single game because you're an absolute sicko like I am. But Booz Ellis is getting extended 17, 23 minutes in the blowout. Obviously, did not play in the last game. But we're talking about a situation where they are a surprise Jalen Smith out, right? So that's why we would have him getting the minutes. And then who's the other guy? He's not playing that much, but Julian Phillips. Julian Phillips stat. They're both just guys that need to be in your player pool today that are not too cute. So like 14 minutes, 15 minutes, 16 minutes defense, 3 and D guys. I mean, he's gonna put up like 15 or 20 points if he's out there, and that's Stone Min stuff we're talking for these guys. And a great chance they're out there. So for me, great opportunity, like probably one of my higher leverage plays, I would guess. Yeah, highest leverage ideas of the day Reed Sheppard, but obviously Jang. Yeah, Jang is just. I think the field. I'm gonna have to ask around, see what the rest of the industry's at. 1% wrong. I assume he starts. Assuming that he starts and everybody knows it, it's gonna be like 25%, 30%, 35%. I don't know. I assume people will not assume it's a spot start or something weird. I don't know why you would do that. But yeah, Claxton I talked about. Schroeder, don't get it. So the other thing that's important about the slate is New Orleans and Brooklyn. Two bad teams. They are two bad teams that are often involved in blowouts. However, today they are the same amount of bad. When teams are the same amount of bad, their good players will smash. Just because they're playing the whole game in a competitive game, and they never do, ever, ever, ever. And so for guys like Cam Thomas, you need your rule with the Brooklyn Smash today. You need your Cleveland Stars. Did I not have somebody's missing for Brooklyn, right? Yeah, somebody's out. So it's not even a question of who's going to smash. No, they have everybody. I need my rule on. Where is it? Brooklyn, yeah. Max 2 out of 3 Brooklyn Stars. And I think there's actually 4, Cam Thomas, yeah, Schroeder and Johnson. Yeah, that's the rule we needed to activate here. So let's run it one more time. We have a little too much of those guys right now in this draft. But okay, on over to think that basically is going to tell us let me say what in order the best. So I think Jang, if he remains unknown, could be the best value play on the slate. But probably Reed Sheppard's the best value play on the slate. Claxton, really good play. JRE, really good play. We talked about Tari Eason, another reason, all the Bulls guys are under projected in this game. So really, really low owned guys here. Vooch at 2%. I love it. Levine 17%. I get it. He's way too low price, but he's a shooter, so I had to put a cap on. I can't be more than 2x there. Kobe White and Josh Giddey also could go off, and then you've got the Booz Ellis and Phillips play that I like as just a dart throw late pivot thing in tournaments. Okay, now on to the FanDuel side of things. I'm pretty sure. Wait, did I say all the rules? It's all the stars rules. That's all the ones I did today, and then the Vooch foul trouble. But as I have introduced it 10 times. Cleveland Stars and Levert, so limiting it to max 2 out of Garland and Mitchell, Levert, Allen, and Mobley. That's fine. I should probably boost those guys a little bit more, but they're already pretty. I'm not getting to enough of these guys. Yeah. Might need to boost them. I just don't know who to boost or how to. I don't know what to do with Cleveland. They're not playing their main guys quite enough for me to do what I want to do. All right, on to the FanDuel side. Let's see what. Show me the Sims. We not get the Sims results yet? Oh, no Sims results yet. FanDuel side, I don't think we're going to have too many differences. Reed Sheppard's still your best play. I guess Jabari Smith is that could be fun on FanDuel. A little bit more tempting on FanDuel. Jang still tempting on FanDuel. Tari Eason still tempting on FanDuel. Uh, these I still like the Buzelis play a little bit. I still like the Julian Phillips and Buzelis play. You just don't have as good with FanDuel. You're always going to get some low-owned play that breaks the slate. So obviously you jam Sheppard, but you may need to jam more than just Sheppard. So he's an absolute jam. Like assuming that he starts for Van Vliet, whoever's out that Sheppard was going to play for. And if he even if he doesn't start, I don't know. He's probably still getting 25 minutes and shooting the ball every single time he touches the ball. So he's a great option regardless. I just don't do 100%. What's my general rule? These guys aren't that much better than the other guys. There are probably 50% is the max optimal, but given the ownerships I'm seeing, I'm gonna go 65. Just because I really do like, yeah, 65 is my absolute ceiling for anybody. And then I'm gonna change it a little bit to get more granular because I don't really want that much. De'Aaron Fox is the highest play. I don't really want Levine is like the highest play. I'm more fine with guys like Ingram or Jang or Harden or Sheppard, guys who I'm making a stand on for sure. That's an important stand. You know what I mean? Like for Sheppard, he can be higher on. I think it's fine pushing for 80%. 80, I think he's like 80% optimal on this like FanDuel slate, unless we get other news. And then it's important to let those guys who are the free squares be free squares. Don't, if somebody's 100% guy, play him 100%. Like Reed Sheppard's a shooting guard. So what? He misses every shot? What's the chance he misses every single 4K? Okay, he's not mid-price, but if he's out there 26 minutes taking 15 shots, I don't know. You gotta have some interest, I think. Kevin Huerter, 40%. He's very, very cheap on FanDuel, but let me just say, 15% Kevin Huerter seems like that's going to earn me some money today because I don't really think we never need 40% Kevin Huerter. There's never a time in my life when I've thought to myself, you know what? Right now I need 70%, I need 40% Kevin Huerter. That's gross. I think Ellis is the guy I would give more of a boost to than Huerter here. What do we get? Ellis's minutes 24. Can't quite do it, but I don't like that much Huerter. Do not do it. Trap. It's a trap. It's a trap. That's also kind of a lot of Luke and Dort. Let's keep that to a respectful 45. I think they're going to go Dort way more than you want today. Way more like a Josh Hart level of Dort. I got the feeling. So based on a Josh Hart level of Dort expectation from this OKC team without Chet, I'm doing it. Same with Jang. So you could build in a rule if you want where it's like one of Jang or Dort. I just don't think it's that granular. I don't really know what the rule is yet. Let me know. Sound off in the comments if you got an idea. Obviously, it's 0.01% owned. I don't really want to be 60% Jang, but I still think he's the best player on the slate. So for now, I'll go 30% just to kind of, I don't know. What was my pool level? 55%? Can't go too low then. I don't know. 35%. He's just, I don't know. He's not that great of a player, right? That's the reason you don't really want to be a billion percent. Harden, slam him. Jabari Smith, I guess I'm on him, but I mean, I don't want to slam him. He's not showing me anything. It's just that when he does have those smash games, they do come out of nowhere. And it's a great time. It's a great time for that smash game for Houston today. So you gotta have interest in those guys. On the other side of this, you could have interest in the other guys. It's just who is it? You gotta have the Cub news or Bub news. If Bub's out, Kispert's the guy. That's it. You give Kispert like 28 or something. He looks like one of the best plays on the slate. You play 15% of him because he could kill you if he doesn't hit his shots. You probably play some. Who's the backup? The point guard. You get some Jared Butler out there. That's kind of gross. I don't. I don't think I want to do any of the other things you would want to do. Well, yeah, I don't. Kuzma's back. That's great. I guess you can play Kuzma. You can play Poole there and play. Uh, Kuzma's minutes are also kind of blowout proof, I've noticed. So let's check that out. Like Kuzma stats. He's playing late into blowout, so is Poole. 40 minutes. Now he's been hurt for a while, but like they like to play Kuz a lot. And then Poole is also playing late into the blowouts, 31, 34. They're getting blown out every game. He's still playing 31 minutes. But I can't in good conscience tell you to boost anybody on this team right now until we get Carrington news. But if we do get Carrington news, act on it. It's the most important news. That dude is soaking up minutes. Like 28's not even right. He's getting like 35 minutes. So also, if he's in, great value there too. Like, I mean, he's going to be completely unowned. It's going to be late. Granted, not a great point per minute guy, but out there soaking up minutes. So he's gonna do that if he's in. He played every single minute and did not come out of the game early that I could see when I went and checked the popcorn machine earlier. Okay, let's look at okay, I've mentioned all my rules. Let's see. Top leverage plays on FanDuel. Any surprises here? Nope. I've mentioned all this. I guess I boosted Keldon Johnson 5 minutes. They're just being underprojected for close games. So that's what you got to check. Anytime you get guys who are not usually in close games, make sure you're appropriately boosting them for close games. I think I might have boosted. Did I change the team totals? Yeah, to get different on FanDuel, I changed team totals a lot. So I boosted the Cleveland guys a bit more. Chicago just boosted that whole game up. Brooklyn, Indiana, and the Clippers are the teams I boosted on FanDuel. Didn't really change much regardless. So guess I get to a little bit. No, I don't really see what that did at all. All right, so for now, I'm going to leave it there and say you're good enough, you're strong enough, and gosh darn it, someone's got to win that money. Might as well be us, and a lot of money everywhere tonight, guys. Let's get it.